Yo, what is going on, my fellows? It's your boy DyeItTight here, bringing you guys our PCL Season 2 draft analysis, but I am not alone. I'm joined with none other than Patt.
The one and only.
The one and only. And now, if you guys don't remember, last season in the PCL, we went 6-4, 6-5, one of those. We made it to what's right before. Did we make it to semifinals? We made it to semifinals, yeah. I think.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, because I lost to Cohen, who ended up winning the league, who's not in the league this season. And yeah, so I got the first pick. It was an S tier league. So after a lot of thought,
some
good S tiers.
Broken shit on offer.
Dude, it was, but like, what would you? Okay, Pat, what would you have picked first pick?
What would I have picked first?
Yeah. What would have been your first pick? Everything on the board.
I've never had first pick in a league before because I just always win them, which means I get last pick. So it means I've never actually used McGearner, so I would have 100% just picked McGearner.
Wow, you would have grabbed McGearner?
Purely because I've never used it. So.
Well, I went ahead and I grabbed Reshiram.
Yeah, good pick.
Reshiram is. I was either going to pick between Dialga or Reshiram. And I said it in the stream, but Fire and Dragon really complement each other. My only weakness is Dragon and Rock, or is Ground as well. Does Dragon resist Ground?
Yeah, Dragon. No, mate.
Okay, so Dragon, Ground, Rock. Sweet, but I'm not weak to Fairy or Water, so really good dual stabs. It hits like a goddamn fucking truck. 150 base attack, 90 base speed is good, and then its bulk is just crazy.
Flame charge.
Flame charge.
That's all I have to say.
It gets screens.
Everyone's ragging on you for the shitty speed tier, being base 90, but that bulk, flame charge, the move pool, boosting item, that's all you need.
But it's not even that slow. Base 90 is not an awfully slow thing.
No, it's not, but people think it is because they're silly.
Yeah, but again, I don't need again, you need fast. You need a lot of speed on frail mons. This mon can take a hit from anything.
Yeah, that's definitely correct.
So yeah. So with getting first pick, that means I had the wheel. So on the wheel, the first thing I picked was Mega Diancie, which gives me an even worse Earthquake weakness, but I think it pairs really well with a Dragon and Fairy. I never used Mega Diancie before, so I was kind of excited to use it that I got the chance. I think Reshiram needed a strong Fairy type to be able to clear out its weaknesses. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, I really like Mega Diancie in principle. The only time I've ever actually used it in a season was when I picked it up when Mega Kangaskhan proved to me how bad it was. And then it came back in that season and really brought it back for me. I really like the fact that you can do a lot of, not a lot of different things with it, but you can tailor your moveset because it is offensive on both sides. Magic Bounce is really nice for your team because obviously Reshiram has that Rocks weakness. And I find the thing about Magic Bounce is even though Diancie is not necessarily the bulkiest Mega, like the bulkiest Magic Bounce user, it does really just deter your opponent from bringing Spike Stack or from bringing Hazard Stack. So like they'll look at your matchup and they'll go, "No, I can't really bring Hazard Stack this week." And it also means that you don't need to necessarily bring a designated defogger unless they do have Hazard Stack, where you just want it kind of as a backup. So I really like it. It's a good mon. It's just a really good mon, and it's gonna help your team out a lot. You just got to fix up that ground weakness.
Yeah, and so I decided to try to fix up my ground weakness. So I wanted to finish off my Fairy Steel Dragon core with Jirachi, because that's how you fix up ground weaknesses. You grab a Steel type. So I went ahead and grabbed Jirachi. I've used it once in another league, and it didn't get a single flinch for me, so I didn't think I'd ever draft it again. But I kind of want to hack my way in this league. So I grabbed Jirachi.
See, Jirachi is especially if I'm going to be involved in building all these teams with you. Obviously, that's a really good way to run Jirachi, but it does so many things. Like Spadef Jirachi is so damn good with the wish support that it's going to provide. But does Reshiram get Roost?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, cool. But like even then, the wish support that is going to provide Reshiram to cover that Rock's weakness is going to be really beneficial, and Diancie as well. Not to mention the rest of your team, which obviously we'll get into. But I think that's going to come into play. Obviously, you can just bring Scarf Jirachi, and you can be pretty happy with that set depending on the matchup.
Did you know
with the correct team support? So
did you know Jirachi got Draco?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I really haven't used this mod, but yeah. And now that you brought up Roost, the reason I picked Reshiram over Dialga was because I get Roost and Defog, and also Turbo Blazed.
Yeah. No, that's definitely good. I actually like going back and looking at that. I probably would have picked up Dialga over Magina, to be honest, because we're never going to get to use that.
Yeah. Okay, so since I am first pick, the wheel comes back to me. So the first part of the wheel is Suicune. I haven't used Suicune really. I used it on ladder, and I think I've used it once maybe, and I really like it. I like bulky water types. I like Finny. I like Milotic. So Suicune should be good. I can run it offensive, which I like. I like running a little mixed offense, mixed defense. And yeah, it helped. It's not a ground resist, but it is a ground counter in my eyes. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah. I mean, it can be the resist for anything that you want really on your team. So there's that. I'd never draft it, but that's just because that's not the kind of player I am. If a game goes over 30 turns, I'm starting to get really pissed off. I think it's a mon that you'll be able to make work really well. It's going to fit your playstyle, and it will come to pretty much every week, just as kind of bulky, 2 attacks, protect, that kind of thing, toxic, raw, whatever it needs to do. I don't really see you bringing Crossbones as a wing con type of thing, but
with 2 Zygardes running around,
well, I think. Yes, it's gonna be good. I thought that it's 3 Zygardes, isn't it?
No, just 100%. Oh yeah, 3 Zygardes, yeah, because Doggo.
Yeah, you got 10. Yeah, so that's gonna be pretty good for Zygardes, which is nice.
Wait.
Definitely nice.
3 Zygardes, Garchomp, and I'd count Excadrill as a kind of Reshiram counter under Sand.
Yeah, but if it's on the Sand team, then definitely,
yeah.
For sure.
All right, so then next I actually picked up an immunity. I picked up Gliscor. I used Gliscor. The last time I used Gliscor was, I think, my first season I played PCB. So I think season 2.
Goatmon. Season 2 is first season, yeah. I didn't actually play that season.
Oh yeah, you guys half seed.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a Goatmon.
I'm excited. It gives me
ground type anymore.
Yeah, and again, it gives me an ice weakness, but then water type, Jirachi. Yeah. And then neutral to Reshiram. So I mean, I'm not really worried about a 4 times weakness. I mean, I'm starting to build up a little bit of a freeze dry weakness if they beat up Jirachi, but don't even say it. But
maybe in the draft game.
I did say that. Yeah, I don't really see any clear weaknesses just besides ground right now. So
but then you just picked up Gliscor Suicune. Gliscor really nicely covered by Suicune. Obviously, is a nice resist.
Yeah.
Mega Diancie is a nice resist as well, so you can double that in. Obviously, because you have huge bulk before you Mega Evolve. Like you have to Mega first turn, then okay.
Yeah, I think you have to Mega first turn.
But that is obviously only the turn that you attack, so you can still double Diancie in before it's Mega Evolved, double back out into something on the switch of something that dies to a rock move, like an ice type.
Yep.
So there's definitely got that in your corner. So I don't necessarily think your ground weakness is too much of an issue at this point. I think it's fine. Obviously, those big bad ground types you're just going to need to prep pretty heavily for.
Yep. And again, coming back to me, I needed a little bit better speed tier. My speed tier right now is 110, and then it drops to 95. Oh wait, no, it drops to 100. So I decided to pick up Raikou. I really like Raikou. I've used it a lot of times. It's really bulky. It's super. It's fast. Base 115 is good speed. I get to volt switch on a lot of things. It doesn't have the best coverage, but it hits hard.
Yeah, so pretty good mon. I think it's like it's probably my first choice for a fast electric cut. Obviously, it's no Electros, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the coverage that you need it to have. I think is the key here, and it's gonna do a lot. I think for your team picking up that speed tier. Obviously, I think we're back on the ground weakness train here.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can make that work obviously with your picks that are coming up, and I think it's a mon that I'm fairly sure I've seen you use before. So I think you're gonna do okay.
Yeah, and then the next pick I grabbed was Chestnut. I haven't used Chestnut before. I get really mixed reviews on it. People say they really like it. People say they really hate it. It's super bulky. And right now, the things that destroy my team are physical ground types, and Chestnut is the check to it.
It's one of the good ones, yeah.
Danza was drafting Sand, and this beats Excadrill. Excadrill does get Aerial Ace, so I'm going to have to run.
Aerial Ace.
Yep. So I'm going to have to make sure that I know that. But, yeah, this is the stop to Excadrill, to Hippowdon, to Garchomp, and Zygarde. This is the rough check because, I mean, it has 122 base defense. It's nothing to joke around it. I can Leech Seed, Synthesis. Spiky Shield is clutch.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously, this gives you spikes as well, which I think
Yep.
is key. It's pretty good mon. One thing I'm noticing is you're probably going to be forced to run your like with special bulk, right? You're going to be forced to run Suicune and Spadef most of the time, or you're going to be forced to run like Spadef Jirachi, AV Raikou, that kind of thing. If your opponent's got like a really potent special wall breaker, because you've got physical defense like check. You've got Gliscor, Chestnut, which are in like OU and UU respectively at the moment, two of the best physical walls. So you're good on that front. But yeah, it's just the special bulk. So that may detract from your team composition a little bit with regards to restricting your creativity and building, but I'm sure you can work around it.
Yeah, in worst case, I'm open to making moves. I just got to see how everything plays out. Because next I picked up another immunity. I picked up Tornadus, who is going to be one of my Z move users. I love Tornai. I love Tornadus. It is one of my favorite Pokemon to use, and I don't understand why. It hits so. I drafted it like 6 or 7 times, and I love making it Z.
I don't know why.
It's so good.
We talked about this.
It's so good. I don't know.
I'll trust you on that.
Like
you know how I feel about Tornai.
I know.
It's a bit mediocre.
Obviously,
it's only good as a Zimon.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I saw someone run a Prankster Bulk Up Rest Chestoberry Torn and win.
It's pretty clean.
It is clean. But yeah, I just thought Torn I could have another flying type. My last 3 picks though are kind of gimmicky picks, so I didn't really lump them in too much. I was trying to think of what I could use towards the end because I was gonna pick up Rabambi or Rack, but I ended up getting Masquerain.
Both gone.
Yep.
At this point, I'm assuming.
Yep. Ended up getting Masquerain. So Webs, Intimidate, good special attack, not awful speed.
That's all you need.
Yeah, Webs Reshiram. Webs Kyurem did good last season. Webs Reshiram can do good.
And you know your boy's got some experience building with Webs, so
of course.
Webs is my Webs and Memento.
Webs and Memento.
That's all I know how to play.
But yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of a gimmick. So my last 2 Pokemon. So the second to last one is Beartic, which is my other Z move user. And so people don't understand why I chose Beartic and I'll show Obama Snow over Aurorus and Sandslash. First of all,
Beartick's fucking better than Sandslash. That's why.
First of all, thank you for that, because freaking Beartick has base 130 attack and Alolan Sandslash has base 100. So first of all, that's why Beartick. I don't need that much speed on Hail. Base 50s, or what's Alolan Slash? Base 65 maybe?
65, I think, yeah. So that's the only drawback, obviously.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower, but again, Beartick at max speed is hitting 218 times 2 is
436.
Yep, 436. So nothing outspeeds that except Electrode.
Yeah, Mega Sam, Mega Arrow.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. So there's not a lot of things. There's not a lot of things that outspeed this thing when it's under Hail. And again, like I said, it's gimmicky. And then again, with Abomasnow, the ground weakness is
that's rough. Mega Arrow and Mega Zam hit 438.
Damn. But well, I'm not staying in against them anyway. I'm not staying in against a Mega Arrow. But with Abomasnow, also Beartick has Aqua Jet, which is clutch. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice Aqua Jet.
Nice Aqua Jet. And if someone brings rain, I got Beartick. But with Abomasnow, I didn't need another ground weakness. I would rather have a ground resist than a ground weakness at this point.
Correct.
Because
that's the key here. You would have drafted 2 ground weaknesses.
Because I have 4 ground weak. I have 3 immunities and 2 resists. I think I checked my ground type pretty well. I like to think
you're okay, yeah.
I like to think I patched the hole.
Yeah, you're definitely okay.
But yeah, that's the team. We're going to be going against Brendan week 1. Our division is going to be Goldoa, Danza, and Shakewaza. So I'm gonna have to play I'm gonna have to play all 3 of them twice this season. Top 2 make it from each division. So I'm gonna have to have better records than 2 of them. So division matchups are gonna be really keen. I'm gonna have to play my ass off this season to try to make playoffs, which is gonna suck. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, slap that like button and make sure to subscribe. Pat's channel will be linked down below. Got any last words, Pat?
No, pretty keen for this season. It's a pretty good team to play around with, and I think you're going to do pretty well with it.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. Make sure to stick around, guys. Peace.